So squirrels can be pretty nutty creatures as it is, but what if they could fly? That's right. If you haven't heard of them yet, flying squirrels are for real. Now, ever wonder what they do while you're sleeping? And maybe that's why you haven't seen one yet. You see, flying squirrels are fascinating. From the book While You Were Sleeping, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's a squirrel? Rather than scurrying around on the ground like other squirrels, the flying squirrel looks down on its furry cousins as it sails through the sky at distances of over 150 feet, which is about 46 meters. The flying squirrel doesn't really fly though. Instead, it spreads out the large folds of its skin connected between its legs to keep it afloat in the air after jumping from high up. So it's more of a gliding squirrel. And if you can, see if you can find one and get an image of one. So it's kind of like a bat in that it's got skin connected from its arms to its legs. So when it sticks them out like this, it makes like a little squirrel suit, right? And it uses that to glide, again, over 150 feet or 46 meters in the air. Good luck spotting one in flight though. Flying squirrels could probably add the word stealth to their name since they take to the skies only at night. So if you haven't seen a flying squirrel before, don't feel bad because most of them only come out to fly at night while you were sleeping. Now, there's another really curious animal we have today called the kangaroo rat. It's like, wait a second, I've heard of a kangaroo before and I've heard of a rat before, but wait a second, these two things are together? A kangaroo rat? What is that? And how did it get that name? Well, you see, deserts can be tough places to survive. The lack of water and extreme heat are the biggest challenges. But they can't keep the kangaroo rat from surviving. It's tough to live in a place with as little water as a desert. But luckily, the kangaroo rat gets enough moisture from the seeds it eats. So instead of drinking water, by eating these seeds, there's just enough water and moisture in those seeds to keep it from drying out. Since it consumes so little water, it can't even sweat. So imagine that. This little creature doesn't even sweat, even though it lives in the desert. Could you imagine living in the desert but never sweating? It solves this problem of not sweating by sleeping the hot desert away in the underground burrows, coming out only at night when it's cool. So that's the secret. When it's blazing hot outside during the day, the kangaroo rat sleeps where it's cool, and it comes out at night while you're sleeping, so it doesn't have to overheat. How does it get the kangaroo in its name? Well, it's an excellent jumper. It can leap 9 feet or just under 3 meters. So that's really far. And just like a kangaroo, it has a couple pouches on the outside of its cheeks to hold extra food. So you've probably seen kangaroos before with a pouch to hold their joeys in it. Well, these kangaroo rats, not only can they jump like a kangaroo, but they've got pouches to hold their extra food in their cheeks. Now, both of these animals, the flying squirrel and the kangaroo rat, has me wondering, what if you could combine a couple different things, like, like flying like a bird with a squirrel, or the jumping of a kangaroo with a rat? What if you could take two characteristics of two different animals and combine them into a new animal? What would that animal be, and what would you name it? Can't wait to see what you come up with, and always stay curious.